I'm pretty much half out of this trade, okay, because it's pretty much choppy. But what happened here is that basically how I found the entry. So, oh, why? Normally I have access to more information on that. So here we have, on the 1 minute, we have a hidden fair value gap and these lows that were very interesting. So if I point them, you can see that the price touched exactly the level I wanted. So this was a trigger because normally I put a limit order here, so it was kind of a snipe. I gave you the entry upon confirmation because I wanted some kind of good liquidity to form, potentially a higher low, you know. The real trigger was waiting for a market structure shift here and then go take. So basically, the entry comes here, not here. And then you have your pump, okay? So what happens here is that actually this was pretty much a low confidence short trigger. Why? Because if you go on the 1 minute, as you can see, we have some flats here. We have a very small gap. Could be kind of a trap. I can see the market actually smashing that thing here, which is just a wick, because what happens is that we created a wick, but the volume that came here was without volume, you know. So we should have a continuation on candles, and then they're getting absorbed. Um, so I'm not excluding the fact that we could like sweep this low today. So you're supposed to be safe on that one, and go, which means that we are going to take the low here, okay, and we are gonna fill the 1 hour gap that is here. This can happen today, so this will be another trigger. Now on lower time frames, let's say on higher time frames, this is what I see. It's not a limit order. You could go for a limit order because like it's a very nice level, but 9 February point of control alongside with the flat candles waiting there, pretty much on the on the top of the range, okay, because we started creating some kind of range here, which is interesting. um, I think we can get a short here, because if we don't get that short, the price is going back to 76k. So 76k remains another level for me, which I want to short. Okay, and on the highest time frame, so you can understand how the market is trading right now, is like very easy. Let me go on another chart. So basically, what you have here is that what happens is that you have what we call, and you know already, a market structure shift, okay? This is a daily one, and we do have the weekly one, okay? So what happens is that, let's say it's a bullish scenario, you know that you have your market structure shift here. The price has to pretty much do that, come here, basically fill your entry, okay? So around 84, pretty much 84k is our point of interest based on that, but it should not come from here. Normally it should go a little bit lower, so expect lower prices based on that, okay? That means that we might range, we might pump, and then we might continue, okay? That will make, in a bullish scenario, if it's you feel more comfortable with that, it will make, like, you know, a higher low here. Would make sense to me. So this is what happens on the daily and on the weekly. The chart on the daily doesn't look that good, okay? Like, I don't know how to interpret this chart here, because it looks like a shitcoin that is about to nuke if you invert the chart. And at the same time, if you look at the chart in normal way, I think, I don't know what to say. It's been some time, I haven't seen that pattern here forming, so I don't remember what exactly is supposed to mean. What I can say is that normally when you are bottomed, what's happening is that in 24 hours that come, at least you have some, you have the price getting away from this resistance. They're supposed to come and, smash at least the stop losses, come faster into these orders, and then maybe continue down. Look, like when you bottom, like you stagnate a little bit, and then boom, you have some resilience from the price. Okay, this is not what happened here. You can see many examples during the bull market. Even here, it doesn't matter if we drop again. That means that we do have a structure with higher highs, higher lows. Okay, this is not what we are seeing here. Okay, so based on behavior on Bitcoin and the fact that we don't have much spot buying yet, that means that probably market makers are still not that interested into buying other batches here. Okay, they want lower prices. By the way, this 15K is not safe, guys. Okay, imagine this is a, I don't know, a 5 minute time frame chart. Okay, just imagine that. Okay, pretty much you do have, how can I say, maybe if I had the 3 weeks, but you will have some kind of market structure shift here, or even you can take it from here. The price has to come back to your entry, you know, so it's just about time. And this is, if you can see, guys, this is one of the hardest drops that happened in the history of Bitcoin. I didn't notice that, like, because we are so focused into trading Bitcoin every day, that I forgot, like, the drop that happened actually is like nasty, guys. If you compare it to other bear markets and stuff, like, okay, we had one leg, we had a little bit of breathing room, then go and send another one. Maybe we are already in the second phase, which is this one. So high chances we go back to 40K. This region is highly probable. And I'm telling you, like, 15K is not safe, okay? Because if you go on the, okay, on this chart, okay, it's coming from very, very, very far away, okay? So why would people keep invest into this coin here? I don't know. So yes, we do privilege shorting. Shorting makes sense. Now, honestly, for the chart to make a little bit of sense, I would like to see, at least a lower high happening, a little bit faster. What happens is that we just fall down and then kind of holds with low volume and then drops again. It's not what we like to see. Even on a lower time frame, we should have had a little bit of resilience from the price. I'm very happy about this level. The only problem is that I executed it in the wrong way. I would have made way more money because I started shorting here, but basically I pointed out the low volume note on the highest time frames. The entry was legit. On Bybit, I would have been filled. It was just below 98K. It was, yeah, somewhere here. And I moved just above, the entry just above. I wanted to snipe a move like that. It didn't make any sense to me. So this would have been our short, basically. And I targeted, I think, 70K or something. 70K. This would have been a legendary trade, to be honest. My bad. That's my bad. And then I just kept chasing. Yes, but this was a very bad sell-off here. So now we are in this, in this psychological state of mind that says, you know what, it's going up because it went down. Okay, so basically, just don't forget, Bitcoin is not on discount yet. Bitcoin is still expensive. There's a lot of FUD that could create some kind of move. Yes, would be nice, but Bitcoin essentially is still an expensive asset. Okay, when you think that it was trading at $100, 5K, we all know that they can do it in one day if they want to dump Bitcoin. They just don't do it like that because this would mean that it's a scam. Everything is a scam, but this will confirm the scam. That if they can dump it whenever they want. So yes, the long here, I'm pretty much half out. Okay, I have reasons to short, reasons to long around these levels. So nothing much to update about Bitcoin. I'm just looking at this level here. Okay, 70K 400 is the level I'm looking at to trigger something. Now I can say that pretty much like take a position here. Honestly, if you are not in any position, it's a little bit dangerous because basically we have reclaimed that low here, kind of chopped, and now we created some kind of higher low here. So looks okay, I will say, but I don't know if they want to take that low first. So yeah, this is a very confusing level to be honest. So just pretty much, at least if you want to trade with low volume because you just don't know what they want to do. So yes, okay. We have to continue now with Ethereum. So Ethereum, this is still where I want to buy, honestly. Uh, so let's go on the other. So the Ethereum chart doesn't look that much different compared to Bitcoin. You know that Ethereum is a shitcoin, but so the essential information that you should, you know, take in consideration here is the higher time frame value area low here. Okay, that's it's taken around here to the top. Gives you the value area low here, and this is where we have um, you know, we have a double equal lows here, purge pending. Okay, so this is a plethora of liquidity here. This is where you are supposed to start buying spot. Okay, also I'm thinking about opening a swing trade back to 4K. It will take much time, but this is a good risk to reward trade. So honestly, honestly, if the market maker's intention is to keep redistributing to the downside, I don't see any of these levels holding. To be honest, they're gonna smash everything. So that's what I see. Because basically, when we last year I caught ETH at 1475, but I wanted the price to come here. Honestly, I want the price to come here at this weekly gap. We have some flattish candle here. We have the OB, so it made more sense to me to come around here. They front run that level, so we might get it this time. So what I can see is like maybe you know it's kind of a small bounce, a nice pump actually, and then boom, and then continuation purge, and then boom, you know. So yeah, this is what I see on Ethereum. Absolute shitcoin, delivered nothing but pain. So all it did this bull run was, you know, sweeping the previous all-time highs and dumping. Like this is exactly what happened. Nothing else. So yeah, Solana would be maybe, if I dare to say, I'm glad I closed this one. Solana, Solana. Okay, just let me point out some stuff. We do have a cipher here that is already completed. So we are entering into the PRZ, so potential reversal zone on Solana. Though I don't trust this harmonic here because liquidity is more important than harmonics and Fibonacci, patterns. So I do see, you see that this little equals here. We have also a lot of liquidity around these levels. I could see, I have my alert set actually. When it's about to get this kind of trade, I don't think I'm missing something. So um, I have my alert set. Once they take this here, I will maybe trigger a long. If we go back to $8, it's highly probable, that it's the Solana ecosystem. So I wouldn't, you know. So $50 is a very good level to start accumulating some spot. Okay. So yeah, if you have any requests, you can ask me now. So sadly, I got front run on this one. I had my entry a little bit lower. Hype has shown some resilience also, which is okay. And now I don't know. We do have a long on Cyber. It's an absolute illiquid shitcoin. Um, so you thought I was joking about this one, but look what they do. Like they just pump the price just to take the stop losses out. This can happen like today. It can happen in one pump. Like what do you have to lose by taking that trade here? Honestly, I can see. I can only see it go to zero. But since we have some conditions here that in general in the market that could say that we have soon bottomed here, I could see like another rate of these highs that got untouched. They left this gap here. It can happen. So this will be a thousand, yeah, 700 percent move, which could be legendary. So why not hold a trade like that? I can see that. Okay, any requests about you have, if you have any altcoins, any shit coins you want to see or something? Bam, bam, bam. Okay, no questions. So thank you very guys. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. I truly appreciate. Um, New York is about to open. I don't have much to say. Put your stop loss to break even. Trim half of the trade here. And the things that you have to remember for today is 70K 400, maybe 65 500. Okay, just we have the 1 hour gap just below. Okay, this could be a confluence, though I don't know how I could see the price just nuking here, but yes. And maybe a fill of the gap. Like I can see them bring it to the extreme here, front running the low and send it. Then this would be really impressive though. But yeah, that's what I see on the market. It's almost the end of the week, so I don't know what to say. I don't know if it was a good or a bad week. Like price action is like not clean at all. It's very hard to define your targets actually. That's the real problem. It's not like the trades, it's like where do I put my take profits? You don't know where to project yourself. That's the problem. Okay. Thank you guys, and see you in the channel.